Louis Vuitton. Welcome to a captivating journey through time and luxury. In this extraordinary video, we dive deep into the remarkable history of one of the most iconic and influential fashion houses of all time, Louis Vuitton. From humble beginnings to a billion-dollar brand, Louis Vuitton has transcended generations, setting the standard for elegance, craftsmanship, and innovation in the fashion industry. So without any further delay, let's get started. Follow us as we unveil the captivating story of a visionary young man named Louis Vuitton, who turned his dreams into reality and forever changed the world of fashion. In 1854, Louis Vuitton built his first workshop in Paris, and it was this shop that was destined to become the symbol of the highest quality and luxury. But first things, the founder of the French fashion house, Louis Vuitton, was born on August 4, 1821, in the small town of Lons-le-Saunier in the south of France, and he was destined to have a hard life. As a child, he helped his father work the farm from dawn until dusk because the family couldn't afford anything else. At the age of 10, he saw his mother dying of an unknown illness, and his father died a little later. Vuitton left his father's house at the age of 13 and walked 475 kilometers through the unknown to reach his native settlement of Paris, the city where all dreams come true. This little journey took the boy several years. He stopped in small towns along the way to find part-time jobs and food, cleaning shoes, helping unload goods, working in the fields, and selling flowers. Louis Vuitton didn't make it to the fashion capital of the world until he was 16 years old. The first 2 weeks were incredibly difficult for the young man as he searched for work and slept wherever he could. Things began to look up, however, when he spotted a beautiful box full of carefully packed things in the window of a workshop. Louis immediately noticed that the employees couldn't handle the work due to the large influx of people, so plucking up his courage, Louis approached the head of the workshop and offered his help. Perseverance and dedication, and most importantly, his desire to work didn't go unnoticed. And the very next day, Louis became a full-time employee of the workshop of Monsieur Merchant. In 1854, Louis opened up his own workshop on the Rue des Capucins, near the Place Vendôme, with a crimson sign proclaiming the business's expertise in wrapping delicate fashion items. Among the store's earliest customers was Eugénie de Montijo, the wife of Napoleon III. It was she who helped spread word of Louis Vuitton's store to other well-to-do citizens of France, paving the way for the designer's eventual success. In the time since, progress has been steady. In 1867, Louis received a bronze medal for his social contributions at the International Exhibition in Paris. His trunks were being used by people all over the world for their travels. Vuitton's workshop was destroyed, and most of the equipment and tools were stolen in 1871 during the Franco-Prussian War. This was a difficult time for our hero who had devoted his life to building his business. Nonetheless, he took matters into his own hands and was soon able to resume production. By 1885, Vuitton had opened his first store outside of Paris, and his stores in London quickly became wildly successful. In 1885, when Vuitton opened his first store on the Erie Albion coast, he began stamping his real goods with the words Marque Louis Vuitton disposé. Between the years 1857 and 1936, Louis and his son Georges ran the fashion firm, and in 1886 they patented a spring lock, the design of which is still in use today, thanks in large part to Louis's meticulous attention to detail and focus on making the product impossible to counterfeit. Gaston Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton's grandson and the son of Georges Vuitton, took over the company after his grandfather's death. Under his leadership, the legendary print was shrunk so that it could be used on all products. Despite the fact that the company would rather not dwell on its ties to the Nazis during World War II, information about these ties is available to the public. Although it is well documented that a Nazi-inspired sign reading, "Jews are not allowed to enter," was posted at the entrance to the Parisian boutique carrying the label, the brand has persevered thanks to its impeccable quality, and continues to be a symbol of status and good taste in the decades since. Louis' offspring have shown no less of an entrepreneurial spirit than their famous ancestor, opening Louis Vuitton boutiques all over the world. The company's real breakthrough came in the 1970s, when it went from 2 exclusive stores and 11 million euros in sales revenue to 125 stores and 600 million euros by 1989. In 1987, Louis Vuitton and Mott Hennessy combined to become LVMH, a holding corporation that now owns both of their respective luxury brands. Christian Dior, Hennessy, Kenzo, etc. are just a few of the more than 70 brands that it currently owns. The production technology of the suitcases hasn't changed much since the first workshop. The suitcase's body is still made of poplar, and the product's corner protection elements and the same reliable locks are still included in the product. Many A-list celebrities, including Princess Diana, Audrey Hepburn, Angelina Jolie, and Kim Kardashian, are fans of the brand. It's also worth noting that the organization provides repair services for products throughout the length of the guarantee, even if they show symptoms of wear, scratches, or accidental damage. To sum up, your life's belongings can fit inside a single suitcase. One of the company's main shareholders, the French billionaire Bernard Arnault, took control of the company in 1989, and since 1997, Marc Jacobs has been the brand's creative director, helping to take the company to new heights. Under Jacobs's watch, the company has released collections of men's and women's clothing and footwear, as well as exclusive accessories and jewelry. And each new show features models wearing ruffled dresses and rugged men's boots. His innovative approach to the brand's aesthetics and inspiration from the 60s and 70s has transformed the company's vision, and the press hailed Nicolas Guéquier's debut collection for Louis Vuitton as a triumph. Even though this high-end label now has retail outposts in 53 different countries, all unsold totes are shipped back to Paris and incinerated. This is done so that our brand continues to be the only one in the world that is solely responsible for the quality and originality of its products, and that we can stop the production of knockoffs. In 2016, Jacques Cavalier introduced a line of women's fragrances, which quickly became bestseller at many Louis Vuitton boutiques. In 2018, the company released an eau de toilette for men. In the summer of 2019, Louis Vuitton began manufacturing unisex fragrances, quickly becoming a hit with the brand's many devoted customers. So that was all for today. Before ending this video, we would love to know if you have ever owned any Louis Vuitton products. If yes, then how did you find the brand's quality? Do share your experience with us in the comments section below. As for this video, please like and share it as much as possible and subscribe to the channel so that you can watch more informative stuff like this.